I heard a student say, "Aku cinta Indonesia." Except he pronounces cinta, kinta. Everybody understands him. Everybody immediately knows he's a foreigner. And that's not even the biggest pronunciation mistake beginners make. There's another sound hiding at the end of common words like tidak. Today, we're going to solve both mysteries. Hello students, my name is Ossi and welcome to the Indonesian Language Lab. In this series, we're not memorizing tourist phrases, we're learning how Indonesian actually works. And today we start with something that can make you sound dramatically more natural in less than 10 minutes. Today, we are going to investigate why doesn't Indonesian si sound like English si? Why doesn't tidak end with a K? English speakers see the letter C and immediately start guessing. Sometimes it's K, sometimes it's S, sometimes nobody knows. Indonesian doesn't play that game. The Indonesian letter C always makes one sound. Always. It's C, ch, c. For example, cari, cinta, cepat, cukup, cuaca. Not kari, not sari, not cepat. It's cepat. Always ch. Let's compare. Cat, cycle. Two different pronunciations. Indonesian, cari, cinta, cepat. Same sound every time. That's one reason Indonesian spelling is much easier than English spelling. If you know the letters, you can usually pronounce the word. But maybe you said, wait a minute, are you sure about that? What about words like center or WC? If you see an Indonesian word that sounds like an S, it is almost always because the language uses S to spell words borrowed from English or Dutch. Just like center and WC, shorts for water closet. But as I mentioned earlier, in Indonesian, the letter C is never pronounced as an S sound. It is always pronounced as a Ch sound, like in chair. Now it's time for practice. Repeat after me. Cari, cinta, cepat, cuaca. Excellent. Now, let's talk about a sound most textbooks barely explain, the glottal stop. Say this English expression, uh-oh, uh-oh. Notice the little stop in the middle? That tiny interruption is called glottal stop. Indonesian uses it constantly. Here are some examples. Tidak, bapak, anak, kakak. Many native speakers don't fully pronounce the final K. Instead, tidak, bapak, anak, kakak. The sound stops suddenly. This is one reason learners often sound awfully formal. They carefully pronounce every final K. Native speakers often don't. especially in casual conversation. Here are common mistakes. Kinta instead of cinta. Another mistake, tidak instead of tidak. So, cinta, tidak. Let's practice. Repeat after me. Not tidak. It's tidak. Tidak. Not bapak. It's bapak. Bapak. Not anak. It's anak. Anak. Let's listen to this mini dialogue.
Kamu cinta Indonesia?
Ya, saya cinta Indonesia
Kenapa?
karena orangnya baik.
How do you pronounce Indonesian C? K, S, C. Correct. It's C. Today you learn C always sounds like C. Indonesian spelling is highly regular. Final K often becomes a glottal stop. This instantly improves your accent. Next time, we will tackle one of the strangest letters in Indonesian, the letter E. Actually, there are two of them. If you want structured speaking drills and guidance on switching between casual and professional pronunciation, check out the Fluency System below. And if you are curious about how Indonesian words transform through prefixes and suffixes, you'll eventually love the Indonesian Affixation for Professional Use course. We will talk much more about that later.